Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's prediction time again, almost the weekend. Rangers have Dundee this weekend at Ibrox. I'm hoping that Rangers kind of get their act together and can actually win a game for once. Haven't won the last 3 games, which is really disappointing. I don't know how it's going to go, to be honest. Form would suggest that Rangers will probably drop points again. Dundee got a really good draw at Celtic Park a couple of days ago. It's a good result for them, and they also drew the previous game 1-1 against Hearts and probably could have won that game. So I honestly don't know how it's going to go. Looking at the form of the last 5 games for both teams, obviously Rangers drew 2-2 last weekend against Motherwell. Did well to come back 2-0 down, but it's still not a great result for us, to be honest. Week before that we got beat from Killie at home, lost to Celtic at home, did beat Falkirk in the Cup, but again they're a championship side, so it's not really saying a lot for us. We did beat St Johnstone 4-1 up at McDermott Park in Perth, but you know, St Johnstone haven't got a great home record, so it's not really a great result for us. It's just a standard 3 points, and overall our form has just not been good enough the last couple of games. Form would suggest it will probably drop points again, but I'm going to try and be as positive as I possibly can be with that, and I think Rangers will win 3-1. Goal scorers for Rangers I think will be Jamie Murphy again. He's on fantastic form, scored a really good goal against Motherwell. Morelos, I think he's due a goal. His performances, I don't think his performances have been too bad. It's just his finishing seems to be letting him down just now. His actual overall play, where he's holding the ball up, he's running at the channels. He is quite strong for quite a small guy, and I think he's due a goal, and I think he will get this one. I think he will start as well. A lot of people saying he should be dropped for Cummins, but I'm not 100% convinced with Cummins. I know he's a good player, and I know he can score goals, but he kind of needs that service, whereas Morelos can kind of create something out of nothing, and I think that's why Morelos will score. Third goal scorer I think will be Josh Windass. He's due a goal as well. His performances have been kind of hit or miss just now, and I think he's due a goal. So yeah, I didn't really touch on Dundee's form there. Actually, I touched a little bit on it, but last 5 games they've drew 0-0 with Celtic, drew 1-1 with Hearts, good results. Lost 1-0 to Aberdeen, lost 4-0 to St Johnstone, and lost 1-0 to Motherwell. So that's their last 5 games. Haven't won the last 5 games, whereas at least we have won in our last 5 games, which is good. But going on form, you'd have to say that Rangers are probably going to win this one, but I'm really struggling to find a little bit of faith in the team just now, and it could possibly be a draw, but I'm going to go for 3-1. We'll see how it goes. The team I would play if everyone was fit would be Foderingham in goals, Tav at the back, McCrory, Martin and John. Obviously, I don't know if McCrory is going to be fit to play this game. Really hoping he is. I don't even know if Martin is, but it's going to be better than like Cardozo and Alves or whatever it's going to be. For me, all players fit. That's the back 4 I would play. I'd have Docherty sitting just in front of them, and then this is where it kind of just picks itself. Candeas, Windass and Murphy in those front 3 positions, with Morelos playing just up top on his own. A lot of people saying they want Cummins in there. I personally don't. I would always start with Morelos over Cummins. And if you're going to play a 2, and I've said this before, I would probably play Herrera or Miller with him and not Cummins. Cummins is going to play maybe just off the striker. I don't think he's a player who can play up front and on his own. So that's why I'm going with Morelos. Don't know whether Murty's going to play that way. And to be honest, I'm going to say something about Murty. What do you guys think about Murty being manager? My personal opinion is I've always backed him, but I kind of want him out there now Obviously, he's got until the end of the season, but I mean, I don't want him any further than that. And it's not because he's a bad manager or anything like that. He obviously is a little bit inexperienced. But I kind of like Murray, and I don't want him to be hated as much as like Pedro and Mark Warburton and even Alan McCoist was towards the end of their reigns. Rangers fans just seem to turn on people, even though they don't really deserve it. Like in the case of Alan McCoist is an absolute club legend. He done so much for the club, and then all I hear is, he picked a team week in, week out, and he didn't play the best tactics, and he was taking a wage off us when he shouldn't have been taking that much. And it's like, get a grip, guys, seriously. The guy's doing a job, he's doing the best of his ability, and it didn't work out. So you just go, right, it's not working, we'll put somebody else in there. But you don't slate him and go, he's taking the club for a ride by taking a wage. I mean, that's ridiculous. Would you go to your job and get paid less because you've got some sort of affiliation with the company you're working for? No, you wouldn't. You just wouldn't do it. I mean, I work in retail, and if Morrison's or Tesco or something offered me more money, I'd be away, because it's my livelihood and I've got to protect my family and support my family. So that's the way it works. It's nothing to do with loyalty. And yeah, it's good to have loyalty in football, but there comes a time when you just have to go, my family comes first. And that is exactly what McCoist did. So I don't blame him for taking a wage. I think I was Sorry guys, went off on a wee bit of a tangent there, on a wee bit of a rant. My original point was that if Murray is not the manager next season, who do you think it should be? A lot of people are saying De Boer, a lot of people are saying Van Bronckhorst's name has been brought up. Strange suggestions of Pardew, who's the other one? Sam Allardyce's name has been thrown in there as well, Steve Clarke. For me, this is probably going to be controversial. I think Barry Ferguson. For one, he knows what it's like to be at Rangers. He knows it's not acceptable to lose at Rangers. He doesn't have the experience, but then neither does Murray. It's a difficult one because he failed at Clydebank, and you think that's not good enough. But I mean, Clydebank or Clydebank. If you had Rangers, you'd have the resources. You'd have a little bit of money behind them. Obviously, I think it's been well documented, our financial problems. I don't think it's quite as open as people make out it is. We're in a lot of trouble right now financially. I don't think the public quite know how serious it is. I don't quite get the decision to not sell Morelos. I know he was touted at like 11 million, whatever it was. As much as I like Morelos, I think we should have taken the money, because we are in a lot of trouble. Dave King needs to branch out and sell some shares to some pretty wealthy people to bring us some much needed revenue. I think the whole Mike Ashley thing with people boycotting was just stupid in my opinion. I know we wanted to get rid of him, and eventually we've got rid of him, but the whole point of boycotting the merchandise, I think it really hurt us, and it's kind of just like cutting your nose off to spite your face, and it has hurt us financially, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if we went in administration again, but let's not make this all doom and gloom. We'll kind of just wrap it up here. I think Rangers will win 3-1 against Dundee, so let's go. And yeah, that's it. Press the like button. Subscribe if you want to listen to some guy randomly rattling on about shitty Rangers. And sorry, I don't mean that. I don't mean we're shitty. I just mean shitty points and what's going on at the club and kind of things like that. So yeah, subscribe if you want, and catch you later on, buddies.